guests, I should say, me and Taylor. So what we've got here is this really thick skin layer all the way around the ear canal, going down over the eardrum as well. Now this is quite an interesting case because this particular patient had their ear cleaned out, had this particular ear cleaned out about a month ago. So I had it done into the middle of February, so we're now, probably about 6 weeks ago. And yet what we have here is this thick, dead skin layer that's really, really dark in colour, and it's covering the entire canal wall and the eardrum itself. Now, there is a bit of ear history with this particular gentleman. He has got a mastectomy. He's had mastectomy done on the other ear. There is some history of ear surgery on this side, but this skin you can see is so dark. It looks really old, which is surprising considering it was only cleared out recently. So, I think either it wasn't all cleared out, and this is what we're seeing the remnants of here, or another thing that could have affected it. Sometimes if patients have used sort of antibiotic sprays, it can make the skin do this, or it can leave some infected debris behind, but there's no history of the patient using any medication on their ear canals either. So I'm a little bit of a loss as to what's going on here, but we're going to very gently start taking this away. You can see we've got these long strips to peel away here, and that's what we're doing with the forceps. I personally find the forceps a lot easier to do this kind of work with than, say, a suction tube. I will use the suction tubes to reposition this skin, just to get a better grip on it sometimes, but for the majority of this we're going to be using the forceps. You can see I'm lifting from the base of the canal here. Look how this is just peeling all the way down. Now this is actually over the eardrum as well, so we have got to be a little bit more cautious. You'll see it pulling further in there, and this is going right the way from the front all the way to the back, right the way down, over the eardrum as well. So I'm just trying to take a lot of this away and just lift it and gently peel this away as well. It's a very appealing, see what I did there? Video today, I'm gonna record. Video today, guys. We've got to get this last little bit off here. There we go. We've got that section at the base of the canal here. It's been holding on. It's not in the ideal position to get the forceps underneath. So I'm gonna go here at the top and see if we can just get a gentle pull on this. Let's see where this goes. But it is anchored on in there. It really does not want to budge. So this patient actually didn't come through for any kind of removal. They didn't think they needed it because it was only done recently. They actually came through for a hearing test. Now the difficulty is, if somebody has wax in their ears, or skin in this case in the ear canal, and you can't see at least 70% of that drum, you really should not be testing that patient. And we get this so much where patients have come through for a tab wax removal done where they've been to another clinic elsewhere, I'm not going to name any names, and they've had a hearing test done and been fitted for hearing aids, and then been sent to have their wax removed. It just blows my mind how in any way, shape or form are those test results going to be accurate enough to fit a patient and correct a hearing problem. It is just wrong. So guys, if you do end up going along for a hearing test somewhere and they say you need to have wax removal done, ask them why they're doing their hearing test. If there's that much wax that needs to be removed before they can fit a hearing aid, there's going to be certainly too much to do any kind of hearing testing for you as well. So sorry, I'll get off my soapbox again now. But what you got here is we got down to this deepest layer there. This is actually covering the eardrum here. So the section I'm pulling on here is not the bit that's over the eardrum, but it's connected to that piece. So I want to try and give this a little bit of a wiggle. We're going to go right down into the recess as well here. Just pulling, you can see a glimpse of that eardrum just beyond. So what I said before, I can reposition with a suction tube. This is not going to come away with suction. It's just holding on too tightly to be able to pull this off the canal wall. But we just need to try and reposition this. Guys, don't forget, if you have any hearing problems yourself, if you need your hearing tested, if you have earwax problems, anything to do with ears, check out the link tree in the description, and that will take you through to our website. You can reserve an appointment online with myself, the lovely Mrs. Taylor Green, and we can get that sorted out for you. So make sure you check that as well. If you are an audiologist and you are looking for a change in career, well, not change in career, a change in location, clinic location, by all means check out, drop us an email, we'd love to hear from you. We're looking to try and recruit another audiologist in the clinic, just to help us out. We're super duper busy, so it would be really helpful for us, so make sure you check that out as well. We're getting to the end of this now. We're just loosening this top section. This is the fine end on here. I'm pulling down on this skin to try and uncover this eardrum here. Oh, don't forget, sorry, if you haven't mentioned guys, if you do enjoy the videos, like, share, heart, follow, subscribe. Boom, boom. There you go. Thank you very much. So get into this last little bit. Nearly there. A little bit more. There we go. We got our first glimpse of the eardrum beyond. So check top left corner as we pull this down. There's your eardrum, that grey blue. Look how this is peeling off that drum. So this patient would have been having some, real difficulty with their hearing. They were aided currently anyway, but they would have had some real problems, because that eardrum would have become so stiff with all this sitting on top of it. Let's give this a little bit more of a pull. There we are. Look at that, how it peels off the canal wall. Right down into the base of the canal. Look, there you go. And now we've just got this piece here just into the recess on this right-hand side that needs to come away. So we're just going to reposition this using the fine end again. I'm trying to pull it. You can see that I'm trying to pull this away. It just does not want to come off. You've got that really thin, almost a matrix underneath it, which is holding this to the canal wall. There we go. Just broken through that. I'm trying to peel it out. It's always difficult these ones because it's just such a flat piece, but it's so hard. It just wants to return back to its normal position. So look at this now. We've got a good grip on the top. Look how this peels off the drum. It's pulling out of the recess. There you go. It's disconnected. Out that comes. So that patient hearing a lot better. They still needed some hearing aids, but shouldn't hear a lot better than they were when they came in. Out that comes there. Just a little bit here, just on the right-hand side. This very thin layer of fresher skin underneath here. We just need to remove. Just going to drop over the top, peel it back. There we go. Eardrum doesn't look particularly pretty, but it's had this structure. But look how much we removed. Now don't forget this gen has ear cleanup. In this video, guys, we've got a foreign body removal. We've got an anterior recess removal. And we've got some middle ear effusion. Pretty hard, bit of everything. Everything you do. My name is Taylor Green. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates. And my name's Reese Valve. I'm another audiologist here at Audiology Associates. So what you can see here, this is my patient. We've got a dry type of wax here. Lots of skin underneath it. You can always tell they're going to be dry because they're this really pale honey colour. So you always know it's going to be stuck everywhere. It's going to be a really dry piece. So it does work well. I would ultimately lens, yes. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I put the eyes on this one. I think the patients probably put it in before they come along to see me. We always advise all of our guys, it's a really good little thing. If you're coming along to have any type of wax removal done, make sure you prepare the wax first. It's much easier for us to get it out. Much nicer for you to have it removed as well. Yeah. So, not really bedroom with suction, just because it's an awkward angular shape, I can't quite get the grip. So this is a Jobson horn, this little ring, tool that we've got here. We're going to pull this forwards. There we go, out this time. I'm naming the tools and explaining them, guys, because people may never have, oh my goodness, up on my teeth, may never have seen a wax removal video before, so it's always nice if we can kind of, the newbies, if we can explain everything for them as well, that's always handy. Out that came, really nicely. Let's have a look beyond it. We'll put forceps in here now, got a very thin piece of skin here. Is that? Oh, I was gonna say, is that still attached? You know, I was gonna say, you know, me see like peeling down there, there's like a too. Yeah, let's say this is really common to get these ones to disappear off into the distance of the ear canal there, with these long strips of dry skin. Oh. There we go, eardrum looking a little bit on the dull side, but not too bad, yeah, too bad. You can see very similar here. The other thing you'll get with very dry wax has got maybe a lot of skin content or a keratin content in it, is you kind of get these really kind of angular shapes to it as well, do you? It doesn't tend to be that kind of round ball, which is you get with kind of softer wax. Lifting them up. Make sure stay tuned for Taylor Green's video, which is the next one coming up, guys. That's a really interesting one. That has, anterior recess and foreign body in it, isn't it? The same patient, yeah, same patient. Yeah, really good. So we're just taking these, last kind of angular pieces out, these drier pieces, there we go. And now, that's like the perfect wax removal, isn't it? It literally just slips out straight away. there's a very deep piece here, right down in the anterior recess. We're going to lift this one out as well. Oh, it's got a bit stuck. It's a little bit too wide to fit out the ear canal, so we're going to turn it to get it out. There's a problem when it's quite pointed as well. Sometimes it's hard and it's really difficult to get a suction grip on. A little bit of mid-ear effusion there. You can see that line at the bottom, that goldy coloured line. So a little bit of mid-ear effusion. A very dull looking eardrum there as well. Yeah. So we'll explain mid-ear effusion a bit later, otherwise I'll end up talking over this video, which I do a lot. So 7/8 of an inch. About 2 centimetres outside, just over 2 centimetres in effect. So yours coming up next? Yes, sure. Is a bit of a longer story cut short with this particular patient who came in to see myself. Has been back and forth to the doctors, has had sprays for ear infections, patient historically has kind of mentioned using cotton buds in the past, but not recently. I think this is quite a recent cotton bud, to be fair. It's just a bit of oil that's gone on top of it. It looks long whiter than that. Yeah, and you can imagine the patient's face. Husband was sat in the corner, and as I said, oh yeah, this is not wax, this is a cotton bud. So you're like, oh, she's shaking his head in the corner. Yeah, he will. I keep telling you not to use them. Now we'd remove that bit. Now look at this bit here. So this is, again, down in the anterior recess, really wedged in. At first glance, I thought this was just dead skin, which is very common, especially when someone's used a cotton bud and that skin can't migrate. Now, you can already kind of see the colour of it is slightly changing as I'm trying to lift this. I already know at this point it's not skin now, but I'm just trying to reposition it slightly so I can get a better grip with the forceps. Because you can see the suction is just not really budging this at the moment. Guys, wait, yeah, this has been in here, this one has been in here for quite a while. Again, you can just see it's just, the colour is just perfectly different, like an ancient cotton bud. They're almost mummified, isn't it? Yeah, quite hard. So this patient had a cotton bud stuck, which is this one, yeah, and then put cotton buds in again and got another cotton bud stuck, yeah. Essentially, yeah, okay. So I know. Don't do it. Don't drop it, guys, please. So we've managed to lift a little piece off on the surface, which is going to give me a good grip with the forceps. But it's such an old piece of cotton bud. This bit does actually break away, I believe, if I can remember. But we do manage to loosen it slightly, which is good. I don't think this all comes up one go. Don't think it does. That's breath, yeah, it's breaking away. You can see all those little fibres and you can see all the strands coming away. It's what the heck, isn't it? Yeah. Sometimes when you loosen it like that, it'll pull it forward slightly, yeah. Now, even removing the first piece of cotton bud, the patient already was hearing so much better. But was hearing a lot better once they cleared this bit out. Patient was actually quite shocked at how clear they were able to hear once they took this out, because they've been having problems with their ears for so long. It really baffles me sometimes how this doesn't get picked up to start with. I don't know how. I understand tools are completely different. Yeah, our vision is, really good with the endoscopes, but look at the size of this piece, so we've just, wow, it's like a thing tiny, was it? Like a ball on a chain, that was space. Yeah, it looks a little bit dry there, obviously with, a little bit, I wouldn't say on the unhealthy side. Now look at this piece. Now, if somebody was to take a look with, what we would call an otoscope or a standard, you can't even see the wax here, just looking into it. This would probably be missed, yeah. I got the fine end on here. Now, this is very, very difficult here. We need to try and avoid touching the ear canal. Now, you can see I'm just kind of hovering above it. Now, you'll see here in a second, this is actually, I was quite surprised how nice this came out, to be honest, because I thought this was going to be a nightmare. Oh, there, look at that. I'll say so. It's quite surprising how much you can store in that little space in the anterior recess there, but, even though the patient wasn't really having much issue on this side, this did still.
हाउ आर यू। उम्मीद करता हूँ आप सब ठीक ठाक होंगे। व्लॉग शुरू कर रहे हैं। व्लॉग शुरू करने से पहले आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, वीडियो को लाइक करें, प्यारा सा कमेंट करें, दोस्तों को शेयर करें और बेल आइकन के बटन को भी ज़रूर प्रेस कर लें ताकि हमारी आने वाली वीडियो आप तक आसानी से पहुंच सके, आप उसको देखकर एंटरटेन हो सकें और हमें भी सपोर्ट दिखा सकें। ठीक है ना गाइस, अगर हम ये कैमरा इस तरफ रख दें तो कैसा भी आता है, फिर भी अच्छा आता है। तो मोड़ लेते हैं इस तरह और पूरा व्यू जो है हम देते हैं क्लियरली पीछे बैकग्राउंड में अच्छा वाला व्यू देंगे तो आप हमें देखोगे। ये देखें आप, ठीक है ना व्यू कैसा है अब, ठीक है ना। सो आप जो है सब्सक्राइब कर लें, वीडियो को शेयर कर लें, कमेंट कर लें, बेल आइकन के बटन को भी ज़रूर प्रेस कर लें, शेयर कर लें। पीछे देखें हम फार्मिंग हमारा एक पाकिस्तानी क्रिएटर है दित्तू नाम से। दित्तू वो है ना, किस तरह पहनता है ये, इस तरह फनी वीडियोस बनाता है इस तरह। मैं देखो क्या ना है सराकी है हमारे रीजन का ऐसे सो ये देख तेरे यार हंसे तेरे सो लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, शेयर करें, कमेंट करें और बेल आइकन के बटन को भी ज़रूर प्रेस कर ले ताकि हमारी आने वाली वीडियो आप तक आसानी से पहुंच सके, आप उसको देखकर एंटरटेन हो सकें और हमें भी सपोर्ट दिखा सकें। सपोर्ट दिखाएं। हमारा स्कैनर नीचे गिर गया, वो उठा लूँ जी। तो गाइस उठा लिया है स्कैनर मैंने, और आप जो है हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो, शेयर करो, कमेंट करो और बेल आइकन के बटन को भी ज़रूर प्रेस कर लो। Done now. पीछे माहौल देख लिया है, अब मैं कुछ नहीं बोल रहा, पीछे माहौल ही देखते रहें। आपकी तनकीद आई हुई थी कि माहौल होना चाहिए बैकग्राउंड में। सो अब अच्छा लग रहा है ना? वो नहीं लग रहा है? नहीं लग रहा है तो बताएं, मैं फिर दोबारा वहीं पे चला जाता हूँ अपनी ही डेस्टिनेशन पे। ठीक है, बताना कमेंट बॉक्स में। यहीं पे अपने व्लॉग को करते हैं। उम्मीद है आपको हमारा व्लॉग अच्छा लगा। अच्छी वीडियो को लाइक करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। मिलते हैं इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट व्लॉग में, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय। अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन, कैसे हैं सब? उम्मीद करता हूँ आप क्या कहोगे व्लॉग शुरू कर रहे हैं। व्लॉग शुरू करने से पहले आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, वीडियो को लाइक करें, प्यारा सा कमेंट करके दोस्तों को शेयर कर लें और बेल आइकन के बटन को प्रेस करें ताकि हमारी आने वाली वीडियो आप तक आसानी से पहुंच सके, आप उसको देखकर एंटरटेन हो सकें और हमें भी सपोर्ट दिखा सकें। ला 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 गाइस, आप हमें सपोर्ट दिखाएं, लाइक सब्सक्राइब शेयर कमेंट करें, ठीक है ना गाइस। बेल आइकन के बटन को प्रेस करें ताकि हमारी आने वाली वीडियो आप तक आसानी से पहुंच सके, आप उसको देखकर एंटरटेन हो सके और हमें भी सपोर्ट दिखा सकें, ठीक है ना गाइस। कैसा लग रहा है हमारा विलेज पैगदाम में, हमारा विलेज कैसा लग रहा है आप लोगों को? बताएं ना गाइस, बताएं ना, बताएं। सपोर्ट दिखाएं, टेंशन एट ऑल, ठीक है। तो यहाँ थोड़ा रिजल्ट का मसला आ रहा है, हम दोबारा वहीं पे चले जाते हैं, ठीक है। सो गाइस, डेस्टिनेशन बोला वही दोबारा वही चूज कर ली है क्योंकि वहाँ रिजल्ट अच्छा नहीं आ रहा था फेस का, ठीक है ना गाइस। आप हमें सपोर्ट दिखाएंगे या नहीं दिखाएंगे, दिखाएंगे या नहीं दिखाएंगे, क्या ना? हैक घाट कर, हैक एक दफा जोर दे जाओ तो बस। क्या मिलता क्या ना हैक भी खिलवा दो भाई। गाइस, सपोर्ट दिखाएं, लाइक सब्सक्राइब शेयर कमेंट etc जन सब कुछ कर लें। कितने स्कोर हैं? ओनली कौन खेता? पाकिस्तान खेता पे डीठी पे 9 ओवर 24 स्कोर है। कौन और थे? 15 बॉल ट्राई और कौन थे? सामा फखर खड़े 5 बॉल 12 बड़े खड़े रन रेट है दूध तो आज अपनी 15 बॉल 16 बॉल ट्राई बड़े खड़े गाइस, आज मैच है श्रीलंका वर्सेस पाकिस्तान। सो वही उसी का रिजल्ट पूछ रहा था। तो पाकिस्तान बैटिंग कर रहा है और उनके स्कोर हो चुके हैं 28 9 ओवर में। सो यहीं पे अपने वीडियो का करते हैं। उम्मीद है आपको हमारा वीडियो अच्छा लगे। वीडियो को लाइक करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। मिलते हैं इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट व्लॉग में, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, टेक केयर एवरीवन। हाय गाइस। कैसे हैं? ठीक ठाक हैं? लोग शुरू कर रहे हैं। लोग शुरू करने से पहले आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, वीडियो को लाइक करें, प्यार से कमेंट करें, दोस्तों को शेयर करें, बेल आइकन के बटन को प्रेस करें ताकि हमारे आने वाले वीडियो अब तक जाने के पहुँच सके। आप उसको देख कर एंटरटेन हो सकें। ऊपर आना है, ऊपर आना है, ऊपर आना है। हमारे पास साथ एक बच्चा जुड़ चुका है जो कि ऐनक भी लगाएगा, चश्मास। ये देखें। कितना बला पई, तुझ बला पई किदे बदल है गई हैं ज़ेफाज। ज़ेफाज उर्दू बोलता है। टूट जाएगी, टूट जाएगी, छोड़ दो। ऐनक कोशिश कर रहा है ऐनक पहनने की, तो आप लोग देख सकते हैं। ओ ये देखिए, ये देखिए, ये देखें ऐनक कैसी लग रही है, कैसी लग रही है। हुज़ैफा इसका नाम है। सो ये उर्दू सीखना चाहता है, उर्दू आ जाती है। हुज़ैफा ये नादिया वाला डायलॉग कह लेता है। मैं कहता हूँ हुज़ैफा जी पगो जी, दे दो, दे दो, दे दो, दे दो, टूट जाएगी। डुग 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 डुग। मामू के पास जाना है, उस मामू के पास जाना है। जाओ 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 जाओ, जाओ। So guys, हुज़ैफा चला गया है। सो ऐनक भी ले गए मेरी। ऐनक दो, ऐनक दो, टोपी लो, टोपी। ये लो, पकड़ो 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 पकड़ो। सो गाइस, हुज़ैफा भाग गया दोबारा। हुज़ैफा आप सपोर्ट दिखाएं, लाइक सब्सक्राइब शेयर कमेंट करें, बेल आइकन के बटन को प्रेस करें ताकि हमारी आने वाली वीडियो आप तक आसानी से पहुंच सके, आप उसको देखकर एंटरटेन हो सके और हमें भी सपोर्ट दिखा सकें गाइस। ठीक है। इधर आओ, ये लो टोपी, ये लो, ये लो। गाइस हुज़ैफा बाहर, ये विनर है, ये मैं खुद पहन लेता हूँ। ऊपर लिखा है स्माइल, ये उल्टा आपको नज़र आ रहा है बट स्माइल ही लिखा है। सो आप पहन कर देखते हैं। तो बच्चों वाली मुझे आती है कि नहीं आती, ये भी देख। हुज़ैफा गिर जाओगे, इधर आओ। गया हुज़ैफा, पकड़। ये देखें मुझे आ चुकी है ना, अब देखें सही है ना, मुझे फिट आ चुकी है। कान भी छुप चुके हैं। ये सर्दियों के बच्चों के लिए है, सर्दियों वाली कैप। देखिए कैसा है, सही है ना। ये पहन के भी लोग बनाऊं, पहन के बना लेते हैं। यहीं पे अपने वीडियो का करते हैं। उम्मीद है आपको हमारे वीडियो को अच्छा लगे। वीडियो को लाइक करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट व्लॉग में, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफ़िज़, बाय बाय, टेक केयर एवरीवन।